Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins.
The snow sure has made the travel difficult all throughout the 5 boroughs and into New Jersey, but we are ready for football nonetheless at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Miami Dolphins. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels.
Welcome to the Trizzy.
For only a couple. Well, these two teams,
They gonna give us our first loss or what?
And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 8. The Dolphins get there this time. And
got him.
Samson Abuka. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes
Well,
can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to under pressure. They got him again. Linval Joseph in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's the Jets punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A nice punt, but a good run back as well.
Just dropped 40 in the wreck with the nigga that said he can't shoot when he played with me. He had 2 points.
The other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the... Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Hey, you gonna use the potty?
I just went up. Not because on the way to my house with the babies. Everything's with it. That's my house. You don't know this house is like really big, and that's not mine. It was somebody's.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Back Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 22 carries, 85 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they're going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a give running left is Eckler. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jordan Willis. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taking it about the 36. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. His 5th touchdown on the ground, number 8 overall. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
This ain't clickbait. You seeing Forrest Gump go off. What you mean? Dang. Clickbait already?
Tucker
You see no picks, no fumbles in this clickbait.
Takes it at the 7. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down.
Hold it.
Let's see what that's about.
Rich got beat.
Set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
I have to admit, I'm excited by
Boy
that
got
call
beat.
and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits and
Yeah! Not really.
their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now Eckler. Oh, he put on the carpet, a fumble. scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free.
Oh, the Eagles got the dub.
Teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like
Carolina got the dub.
baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
He got laid out.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's complete to Lockett. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
You calling it clickbait, and he 3 for 3.
Back to throw here. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Tell him to throw the ball away, though.
Samson Abuka able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
I thought this was right here, it's the preacher.
Now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's fielded at the 34. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Miami set to take over. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So, Charles, you know, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to... Flores going to take a chance here as he'll throw the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that turns out to be a good call by Brian Flores. Play action. It's Fields. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Ricky Seals-Jones. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Partner's not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Second and 6. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brown.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll set up to throw. We'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. He'll look to throw. And Bright has it over the middle. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Into a sea of defenders had intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Fields. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now we have Kelsey slow to get back to his feet. Appears to be shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3rd and 2, Fields. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Now it's Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. Flushed out right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
Yeah, I know they'd like to erase that. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, but he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Bear, be careful.
The extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half, and they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd and 2. And this a quick slant to Lockett. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Draw play, it's Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, where it was the Browns who were winners in that one at home. Javonte Williams. 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. K.J. Hamler, a touchdown catch in the victory. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Carson Wentz leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway from the 6. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now it... Interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. It's caught. Lockett.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw here. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something.
What do you want for dinner?
Counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff.
Here, what you want for dinner?
Let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's
there.
Well. This offense,
what do you want for dinner?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Out of the gun, Fields. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They snap it to Fields. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Jets are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He takes us down.
Did you have fun at Mimi and Didi?
Yeah, but I did
Just not a whole
more.
lot of room to operate
Mom
there on
said.
that carry.
No, not at all. They did a
Did you
really
ask
nice
Mom?
job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Did you ask me and Didi?
Here's a 2nd and 7. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And 3 yards on the carry there as this defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they do.
Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Put your finger out your mouth.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 103 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Here's a give to Mixon, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-zip.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Flashed the stick skills but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Fields. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Now this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback, and he used his legs to hot-foot it for a 1st down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
Here's Fields.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire
I'm gonna go down and cook your food, okay?
First half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the 1st half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the 2nd half. Fortunately, Enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Miami, they have indeed